Ladies and gentlemen, Kim here. Welcome to the daily update. Hope you guys had a good day trading. Today, market is down about 0.2% there. On the S&P Nasdaq, 0.4%. Semiconductor flat, along with the Dow. Russell 2000, transport, banks, energy, utilities, retail, emerging market also red. Looks like biotech, healthcare, home builders printed some green numbers. Bitcoin down, gold, silver miners are up, dollar down, oil down, treasury bond up. VIX is up a little bit. Let's stick with that. So you haven't already yet. Spider 65-minute chart here. So this is where we close. This is where we close yesterday. And looks like we actually saw a down gap this morning. So you can see we closed here and we opened here. You see that? So we actually saw that gap down early in the morning, and you see that first hour fluctuation. It looked like this on the first hour. However, the 392 level has been acting as support last couple days, and that's the vicinity with my long-term moving average, as you can see right here. And with that, bulls got back up here, filled the entirety of the down gap that happened this morning, and then they made a run for it. But you can see my midterm moving average is not gonna allow it. You can see that midterm moving average now supporting the sellers once we lost that to the downside. Not only that, I have the micro term moving average here. So you can see two long upper wicks, yes? Right here and right here. Bulls really tried to make a run for it, but the micro term, which we've been talking about last couple of days, that micro term has been supporting the sellers for several days now. So with that, market pretty much grinded all day long, making the sideways move. And of course, it moved, it closed pretty much in the middle section, not above the 393 resistance or below the 392 support. It just kind of ended there, just so that people will be continuing to guess. So I'm gonna zoom out here, and I want to kind of show you the similar setup price action type of deal going on right now. As you can see here, I'm gonna put on my oscillator as well, so you can see we have that bearish divergence, yes, with the price action higher high, same thing here. And then we got the lower high on that oscillator, what is known as a bearish divergence. And also keep in mind that my midterm and long-term moving averages are in that vicinity. Very, very similar price action here. You can see here what happened was, as the price moves sideways right here, you see that oscillator kind of slowly, right? Slowly getting up here, as you can see right there. Just really slight elevation without seeing the cross down. You can see how this doesn't, we see that initial cross right there, but it doesn't cross back down. Instead, we get that little elevation while the price seemingly moving sideways. And then you can see we've kind of got this kind of a, micro term to short term bullish divergence, right? And this is a much wider divergence. This is kind of more tighter divergence, right? So you can see we have the equal lows, but higher lows on the price action. Kind of similar price action here. You can see equal lows, yes? So let me zoom in here. Equal lows right on that long-term moving average. Remember, the long-term moving average did act as a support prior, right? So that's the long-term moving average. And then while we're doing that, as you can see, we have the oscillator grinding higher. See that? So that's a very similar price action to what we saw back in early November, right? Especially in that midterm and long-term moving average. And obviously, just because it happened in November doesn't mean it's gonna happen again here and then bull's gonna get back up and above 410. That's not what I'm trying to say. Here's what I'm trying to say. So here, this is important part. It's very, very, so I want you to listen very, very carefully. You can see if we do see a cultivation of higher high, higher low, and stay above the midterm and the long term, and if we can reclaim the short term and the micro term, and that's going to be the recipe, right? So we can't, as of today, it's very, very difficult to say, because if the bears decided they're just going to flush it down, can they do that? Yes. We've seen the bears doing this the entire year this year. They can just flush it right down and come and check this up gap here at 380 or so. So just because we have this pattern doesn't mean it has to happen. I'm just giving you a possible scenario. If we do see the price getting above, there's a short term there. Let me show you again, right? There's a short term and the micro term. If the price gets above short term and the micro term, and that long term moving average is protected, and that oscillator continues advance, and we see that higher low, higher highs, and again, that could take, I don't know, several days to a week or so, there's a chance that bulls are gonna get up here and potentially go after some of those gaps that wasn't fully filled. However, if this level is lost, about 390, 392, bears are going after this 380, this big up gap that was opened back in November 10th. That's all I'm saying. And this is all possible scenarios. I'm gonna come back for you to reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening, going trading tomorrow.